Hi Taurus, welcome back. So Taurus, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be connecting with. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so feel free to reverse the roles if needed. Also, if you're not dealing with anyone, it could certainly be you versus you, okay? So keep an open mind. Also, my readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, it's for you. So when I was doing a guided meditation for the collective energy for Taurus, I got the song 20 hours ago, I want to be sedated. And excuse me if I got the lyrics wrong, because I'm not actually sure if they say 20 hours, but that's what I got. I get this like frantic or like lots of moving parts or a lot of things to get done down to the wire, and then just being like, ugh, just sedate me, you know, done. That type of energy, Taurus. And then interestingly enough, I started seeing images of the movie Empire Records. So, and I'm not sure if that song is actually from the movie Empire Records. It's from the early 2000s. Great movie. That could just be validation if you love that movie that this reading is for you. Or that movie could have deeper meaning to you. Maybe go check it out. So yeah, I kind of got like a rushed feeling a little bit there, Taurus. And then, you know what, I had another guided message, but it left me. So if I'm meant to bring it up, I will definitely come back to that. But as of now, those are the two messages, okay? So let's see what we have coming out for you. The overall energy is Mercury. This is about communication. It kind of reminds me of that song that I got, where it's like fast words, thoughts, analysis, information, downloads, learning. This also talks about like online communication, social media, things of that nature. So it's a heightened awareness, that's for sure. So it could feel like your brain is running like 300 miles a minute. And that may be why you want to be sedated, you know? So your overall energy is the Two of Wands. It actually came out in the reverse. So feeling a bit stuck in the energy, feeling like you're making progress, but you're not making progress. It's like every time you put out one fire, then something else, or every time you get done with one task, you feel drawn to do something else. And it's like really needing to give yourself that break, Taurus. There might be a lot of information coming at you at once, and it would behoove you to kind of take a moment out to yourself. Maybe not to completely sedate yourself, but to calm your energy, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot going on in the thought patterns that are kind of got you feeling like an adrenaline rush almost, or like almost like an excitability type of energy, but bordering anxious maybe for some of you. You know, letting your mind wander, but then your mind starts to go in the rabbit hole, like that type of vibes, you know? This person's energy is the Ten of Swords and the World in the reverse. So this person is experiencing, you know, possibly some endings going on, or just feeling like a failure is what I heard. Or it's like this person has maybe gotten beaten up by life or maybe this connection, and they just feel like a failure. That's what I keep getting. That doesn't mean that they are. That just means that that's kind of how they're seeing things in the energy, in the recent past or the current energy. It's just like low blow after low blow after low blow. That's the actual word that I'm getting, where they feel exhausted, or even maybe going into this space where it's like, I can't take anymore, or woe is me, that type of energy. Like this person may also really benefit from a break, or a who-saw moment, if you will. So very interesting start to the reading, Taurus. Lots of fast energy, and I feel like I want to talk really fast. I don't know if you're dealing with a fast talker. You might be a fast talker, especially if you have Gemini in your chart. But let's go ahead and see. Recent past energy for my Taurus. What led up to this moment? Nine of Swords. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Emperor in the reverse. This is that rushed energy. This is getting overwhelmed mentally, you know, or overthinking something to the point that it's stressing you out. Feeling like you need to know everything when it's not even possible to know everything. And therefore, like, needing things to come to a complete halt, or things like coming to a complete halt because of that. This is a bit of, I heard insatiable. I have no idea what that's about. Insatiable madness. That's an interesting term. Take it as it resonates. I feel like also there's some impatience within the energy, you know, not really biding your time correctly, or losing your patience in a situation because it feels like, you know, no matter how many different ways you communicate or come at something, it doesn't seem to be pushing the energy forward. And so it's just like getting maybe even angry or temperamental in the recent past energy. And it's coming from this place of like just taking on too much or stressing too much over a situation that I feel you almost don't even have control over. So it's like putting you in a state of panic or anxiety, or at least it has in the past, because you don't have, you know, complete control over it. And Taurus, being a fixed sign, you do like to have a sense of stability and control, especially as an earth sign. And so with all of this hectic air type of energy coming in, it may have just thrown you, you know, off your balance and irritated you. Just irritated you, you know? Let's get this person's recent past energy then, Taurus. Interesting. Now they have the World, but it's in the upright. This is in the past energy, the Hermit. So something has changed here. If this person once felt like a failure, they may now be seeing it from a different perspective and feeling successful. Okay, it might have been after a period of self-reflection, or kind of like looking back at the past to gain some sort of new insight that actually makes them feel better about a situation, like makes them be able to turn a situation over to where they're like, you know what, actually I did the best I could. Or, you know what, actually on the other side of that, something really good came from that. So I feel like this person has been able to kind of see a different side to the situation or the connection in general, even though it really had them or has them feeling like a failure at times. And they may be flip-flopping between that energy of like one day feeling like a complete success, and then the next day feeling like I can't do nothing right, you know? So they may still have a bit of like back and forth within the energy, but I feel like they're doing some self-reflection on that. They may also be thinking heavily of the past. You might have past memories with this person, or a past history with them that they may have been heavily ruminating on or focusing on in the recent past as well. So now we're going to go into perception. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. So it may be your truth, but it may not be their truth. We'll start there though. Five of Wands, Knight of Swords. Oh, it's 24 hours to go. See how it's close. I'm going to be sedated. I kind of get this energy, Taurus, that it's like you want to skip ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you know something really good is happening on Saturday and you're on Thursday. You might want to like speed up the energy so that you can get to the good day. And Spirit's wanting you to just kind of slow down and find some appreciation in the in-between time. And that will help to alleviate some of the stress that you're having, or this like speedy energy that I keep getting. So in your perception, Five of Wands, Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups, there might have been some conflict with this person, some back and forth. That's what I felt. You know, power struggles for a few of you, or just like, I don't know, it's from a movie, back and forth, back and forth. That's from Ice Age. Yeah, it's like power dynamics is what I heard. You may see this person as someone who is, wow, really cold and calculating is the words that were offered to me. If not that, then you might just see this person as someone who, you know, you find it a struggle to be able to communicate with them. You know, maybe it's like when you communicate, it always feels like a power dynamic or like a power struggle. That's the word I keep getting. You may have had to walk away from this connection, or spirit might be saying the best way to handle it is to just walk away when things like that occur. But it's like leaving it all behind. Leaving it all for my baby. That song is playing in the back of my mind. Leaving it all for my baby. My baby. Yeah, let's see what this person's perception is. Ooh. All right, so 7 of Wands here. Page of Pentacles. The Devil and the 9 of Pentacles and this person's energy. So I feel like when they see you or when they think of the connection, they feel like you shut them out. Or see, here you are feeling like this person over communicates almost, and then they're seeing you as someone who does not hear them, or like you are dismissive maybe of this person. I'm not saying you are, but that could be how they perceive it. This person might be quite negative or see you in a negative light at times, or, you know, feel like that you're, I heard overly defensive. I can't tell if that's you or them, but that's definitely the word that I heard. Yeah, closed-minded or something. At the same time, this person is fixated on the connection. You know, they want another opportunity, or they see, you know, the opportunity to have like fruitful things come to fruition. But there's somewhat of a power struggle here. This person may want to pull the strings because this person is holding a puppet, and they're showing me like, what's that movie, Pinocchio, where he's a puppet on a string. And I have Crash Into Me by Dave Matthews Band in my mind. That song could be significant or validation for you. Like, this person sees you as very independent. You know, somebody who can hold their own, but also quite fixed or stubborn, or maybe even closed off to them, okay? So, let's look at genuine emotion and see. Underneath perception, so we just went over thought form, perception, ego. Now we're going to go into your genuine self, your emotion, your ethereal presence, and see how you feel underneath it all. 6 of Pentacles, Taurus, the Death card. You don't want to give to the situation anymore, or you genuinely want to see a change, if nothing else, within the situation, okay? Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant. This is your energy. You are not going to budge, all right? All this is fixed energy. This is Taurus energy. Now, Taurus, your ability to stay the course is what makes you one of the strongest zodiac signs of the 12. But it also makes you the hardest to budge, just in general. But I see you honing in on that strength, good or bad. So I feel like you might have felt like you were over giving to a situation, and you're no longer wanting to do that, because this is like taking it back. And I keep hearing a song in my head, Take It All Back, and I don't know who the artist is. You're very emotionally strong-willed, okay? And coming from a place of feeling like you're in the right, and you're not going to budge on that. I don't feel you are even considering that. And in fact, you would rather cut this person off than to change your heart about it, or, you know, like have some sort of ending before you even consider you know, changing your perspective. Like, I just get a lot of holding on to what you know to be your truth. And yet, somehow this works against you a little bit because the energy's so erratic and you're being so immovable. You're not moving with it and you're feeling the tension. You know, you're feeling a little bit of the anxiety or frustration coming in. But at the same time, you're not going to be moved by that. Okay. So let's see what this person's genuine emotions are underneath it all. Taurus, 9 of Wands. We've got a standoff here. 7 of Cups. 4 of Wands. This person's trying to decide if they want to be right or be happy. The Fool in reverse. Emotionally a bit defensive, a bit guarded. Okay, this person is confused. It's like, on one hand, they want to, like, be happy and carefree and have more of that playfulness in their life, but there is, like, a lack of faith. Or, like, again, something that needs to change that's not changing within either. So both are very fixed in the current energy. That's not forever and ever. But right now, I'm seeing that both are very fixed in their way of feeling and their way of thinking. And therefore, nothing is moving forward and it feels frustrating. It makes this person question whether they're a failure or a success, I feel. And or this questioning of themselves is impacting the connection, even if it doesn't have anything to do with the connection. But it's just like, this person's kind of confused. It's like, do I keep my guard up or do I try to lighten up in the situation? And because they're really not making a choice, it's like nothing's really happening, okay? Or emotionally they're stuck. What is your hope, Taurus? Well, you want a new beginning. You want more adventure. You want more playfulness. You want your spark, your pep in your step is what I heard. Because, I mean, nobody likes to feel like frustrated or things are out of control or maybe not going in any direction, you know? It's like, if there's a power struggle here, you want to be freed from that. There may be issues with communicating with this person. And I actually saw that in your perception, that it ends up just being like a power dynamic or something. This person wants you to see it from their perspective. But at the same time, they're not seeing it from your perspective. You know, I actually was talking to somebody about this the other day. Like, for instance, when people get into political rants on social media, they're doing it with the idea that someone that doesn't believe in what they believe in will see that and change their perspective. Meanwhile, the person who's on the other side of the fence, they read it and they just immediately discard it in their mind or get defensive towards it because they want that person to see it from their perspective. At the end of the day, you just have two people arguing and nobody is seeing it from each other's perspective. It's a waste of energy. Okay, not to bring politics into your reading, but that was just an example of kind of the energy I'm feeling, where it's like, see it from my perspective, no, see it from my perspective, and neither one is really listening to the other one. It's just causing more and more of a divide. And that could be like what the dynamic is that I'm picking up within this connection right now. And I'm not saying it has anything to do with politics. Again, that was just an example, but you get what I mean, right? Let's see what your most likely future outcome is. And keep in mind, all of the future outcomes are based off of free will, which means you can change them. Okay, I'm just giving you a snapshot of what it currently looks like. Nine of Cups, the Wheel. So things are going to change. Things are going to change in a more satisfying direction. So that's the good news, right? You need some good news. Ten of Wands. Why the Ten of Wands? Alright. Two of Pentacles. So it's, you know, a Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What this is saying is, again, this is up to you. So the ball's in your court, Taurus. It's like, if there's a change in behavior, whether that's you or they, but you don't have control over them, so I'm going to assume it's you, it'll actually be a lot more satisfying to you. Okay. If it continues the way it is, it's going to get heavier and heavier and heavier and cause more divide. All right? So you choose. Right? So I feel like for a lot of you, that's the message. Now, for others of you, I feel like this is more saying there is satisfaction coming, but it's like short-lived. So like some of you might be wanting to get like a one-up, and that might give you satisfaction for a moment, but it's short-lived. And then it gets heavy again, and then it's back and forth again, back and forth. So there's like a reprieve here, you know, and having like a time out, which is what I felt that you needed, and then submersing yourself right back into it. But Spirit is saying you don't have to choose that path. If after you clear your energy and you take a time out, you can continue to choose the more satisfying route, which is almost like not playing into the power struggle at all. For some of you, walking away, or, you know, when things start to heat up like that, learning when to walk away. So let's see this person's most likely future outcome. Ooh, Ten of Cups, the High Priestess. Interesting. Both of you are searching for satisfaction. Now, this person is searching for more like familial satisfaction or familiar satisfaction, and you're searching for more like independent satisfaction. If that makes any sense. Like, this person is wanting, you know, to feel loved, to feel cared for, to feel comfortable and secure. And they're kind of wanting that from means of people around them to kind of embrace them. And you're wanting the same thing, but you're wanting it to come from within you and not have it be about anyone else. That's how I feel it. But feel free to interchange it if you need to. This person, they actually want peace, calm, quiet, love. You know, they actually feel a very strong connection with you and may even, you know, feel spiritually connected to the connection. And they want, at the end of the day, emotional balance and structure and peace in their life. So this might be just a tift. That may not be the whole entirety of the connection. And or, you know, it's like you both have maybe at the end of the day different wants at this moment. You know, and it's almost like your Taurus kind of going back and forth about what it is that you want. Because I feel you're very fixed on what your idea of happiness or satisfaction is. And where this person is fixed to a degree, but I actually feel more mutable energy here. They could be a mutable sign where they are willing to change some things in order to have like more emotional satisfaction or peace within their life or within the connection. Okay. But either way, again, a lot of back and forth within the energy, a lot of things going on within either, you know, your thought patterns or communication period. So this should be an interesting time frame. There is emotional satisfaction here for you. That's the good news. And just give yourself time, okay? So, Taurus, I'm going to leave it there. Intense reading. Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have Aries energy. I have Capricorn, Virgo. Could be any of the fixed signs. So, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Could be dealing with those. Scorpio again, Aries energy. I think I said Virgo. If I didn't, Virgo, Gemini energy. So those are the predominant zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it could be any zodiac sign, like I said earlier. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana, link down below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. I also included a donation link over there for those of you who would like to donate to the channel. It's certainly welcome, but not appreciated. You can do so by going to the About page. Either way, I am wishing you the very, very best, Taurus, and until next time, my friends. Namaste.